What is going on, guys? It's Becca Switzer with Roof Sales Mastery, and I just got off the phone here a little bit ago with one of my clients who was calling about, he had a question where he had run into a customer who he did the presentation for, and they signed the deal and everything. And but then the customer called back, was like, I don't really know if I want to file a claim. Like, I just kind of want to wait. I'm not really sure, we don't know if the damage is bad enough to, really justify filing a claim. And so basically the customer got cold feet about filing a claim. And so we were having a discussion about how to handle that. And I think that this is probably something that a few of you run into regularly because customers just don't necessarily understand exactly how these types of insurance claims work. And so I wanted to share with you guys the advice that I gave to him so that if you run into that, you can do a similar response to handle the objection or eliminate that fear. So first of all, why wouldn't a homeowner want to file a claim? What's going on in their little customer heads there? First of all, one of the things that they're concerned about is, are my rates going to go up? Okay, you and I both know that their rates are going to go up whether they file a claim or not, because when there's a catastrophe like a hailstorm or hurricane or tornado or whatever in a certain area, the insurance companies basically raise everybody's premiums a little bit to, recoup the damages and, basically make their money back, in other words. So while they can't raise somebody's rates individually, what they do is just take an umbrella, essentially, in that area and they raise the rates a little bit. So we know that that's how that works. Homeowners, however, don't know that's how it works. So how do we handle it? Here's what you do. Mrs. Jones, I totally understand how you feel. In fact, some other homeowners have felt the same way. But what they found was it was better safe than sorry to file a claim, because worst case scenario, it doesn't count against your policy. You don't get points against you or anything like that. It's not like a car accident where, if you T-bone someone in the middle of an intersection, you're at fault for that, right? As a driver, you're in control of your car, so you're in control of what happens. Therefore, they can individually raise your rates if you get in a car accident. However, with something like a hailstorm or a hurricane or something like that, storms are considered an act of God. There's nothing you can do as a homeowner short of looking outside and going, oh, looks like a hailstorm's coming, going out and like building a metal tent around your house to protect your shingles from hailstones falling and damaging them, right? So they don't count against you. Nothing counts against you to file a claim. They can't raise your rates individually. Actually, what you're going to find out is you're probably going to see an increase in your rates regardless of if you file a claim or not, because what they do is when there's a large area that's had a lot of damages from a recent storm that's affected several thousand homes, they just raise everybody's rates a little bit to recoup the damages. So what most homeowners find is it's better safe than sorry to go ahead and file a claim anyway, because worst case scenario, they come out and go, I don't know if there's enough damage to justify paying for a whole new roof, and nothing happens. You don't owe me anything. Nothing goes against your policy. Nothing counts against you. They're not going to individually raise your rates. But if in 3 or 4 years down the road, let's just say, you do spring leaks in your roof from hail damage that happened during that storm, but they didn't pay for it, now you can go back to your insurance company and say, hey, I filed a claim 4 years ago. You guys didn't do anything. Now I've got, mold in my attic or wet drywall or wood rot or whatever. What are we going to do about that? So that's how I always explain it to customers when we're talking about filing a claim or not. Because what you want to do is, what's their biggest fear? Well, first, they don't want to be in trouble with their insurance company or spend more money on their policies or whatever. So we extinguish that by letting them know your rates, unfortunately, are going to go up whether or not you file a claim, explaining the act of God circumstance, and then letting them know, honest to God, it's better safe than sorry. Like, worst case scenario, you file, nothing happens, and you're right back to where you are today. But you are covered down the road if something does end up happening. So that's how I like to explain it. There's a ton of other objections that we like to teach in our roof sales mastery programs to help you have a comfortable closing process and make sure that your customers are following you through the closing process in a comfortable way as you educate them, and making it easy to sign the deal and go ahead and file a claim. So just wanted to cover that with you guys today, and we will see you on the next one.